What's good, Yo Nation? What's good, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, what's good? What do you do? What's up? Before we get into this video, you guys already know the drill, okay? I'm gonna need you guys to hit that little bell somewhere here so you can be part of that notification squad. And I need you to go follow me on my social media at neorapetsoa on all social media platforms. So as you guys can tell from the title of this video, today we are going to be doing a get ready with me and chit chat. All right, I have not done one of these in a while, and I was like, you know what, why not talk to my people, okay? And today we're going to be speaking about the industry, my experience in the industry in relation to friends, dating, etc, etc, etc. So I hope you are ready because it is about to get juicy. All right, but let me stop blabbing on about. Without further ado, let's get into the video. When last was I on my channel with a bare face? I don't even remember, but it feels good. Alright guys, so let's get straight into this thing. Before we do that, let me put some Vaseline on my lips because they're looking sharp. Anyway, so like I said previously, and as you guys can see from the title, we are going to be speaking all things industry today. This is obviously the media industry in different aspects. This is obviously my own opinion. Okay, so first of all, the primer that I'm going to be using, the LA. Oh guys, my makeup is a bit dirty. I'm sorry. That's because I was doing my sister's wedding makeup over the past weekend. If you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that wedding. Loved it. And so like my makeup was all mixed and matched and there was no time to make it neat. But anyway, I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro Prep Primer. All right, and then after that I'm going to be using the Revlon Rose Glow Hydrating and Illuminating Primer. So just to give some background, I started off being properly exposed to the industry very young, just got into my adulthood, you know, and immediately after that uploaded a video, did really well, started getting exposed to the industry because now brands are contacting me, you know, I'm being recognized by people that I've always followed, you know, etc, etc, etc. Now the first thing that I learned about the industry within my first few months, even it didn't even take that long, is that in this industry, connections go a long way. This I realized it's this way whether you are in the social media business, whether you are in the entertainment industry, connections go a long way. After a few of my first events, squad today is just not coming for me. After a few events that I went to for like my first few months properly being in the industry, when my following was growing and I was finally getting recognized and etc and etc. Oh guys, before I carry on, after putting on primer, I put some translucent powder. This is one of the best translucent powders ever. All right, I put some translucent powder on my face because I like a matte finish, so this sort of like mattifies my face, and it also just, I found that it's made my foundation sit nicer. Like my foundation just lasts longer, it sits better, it doesn't cake up, it doesn't, you know, crease or anything like that, it doesn't oxidize or any weird stuff like that. All of that makeup terminology, it doesn't do any of that. So since I started doing this, it really helps a lot. But if you have dry skin, I wouldn't recommend that you do this because it does make your face feel a bit dry. But yeah, just thought I should share that tip with you guys. If you don't have like this translucent powder, you can even use banana powder. I used to use banana powder until I bought this. I use banana powder to set my makeup though. So I realized after my first few events that making connections and knowing people is very important in this industry, and I had to literally get over my imposter syndrome. I had really bad imposter syndrome when I started off in the industry, just because first of all, I am definitely one of the youngest people in the room most of the time. I'm definitely one of the youngest people in the room. At the time, I think I was even in matric. I was in matric at the time when I started going to these events, and I'm sitting amongst like 24, 25, 28, 22-year-olds, and I'm here thinking, child, I still do LO. I'm still doing life orientation, and these people are here talking real business things, you know what I'm saying? So I had to get over my imposter syndrome really quickly. I'm using my brow gel from Essence. I'm using a brow gel from Essence. Here you go. I had to tell myself that, my babes, you cannot always be invited to events and then put yourself in the corner. They obviously invite you to these events with these people because they think that you have something to offer that they also have to offer. So nobody here is greater than the other because we were all invited by the same person, you know what I'm saying, type of situation. So I had really bad imposter syndrome, and I had to realize that I can't sit in a corner the whole time and, you know, think that it's going to do me any justice. So that's when I realized you have to make connections, you have to make friends, you have to socialize, you have to put yourself out there, which already for me wasn't difficult, but it was mainly because there is a very don't talk to me energy that you receive when you first enter a space of like creatives, celebrities, entertainers, whatever they may be, public figures of any sort. You sort of feel this energy from them that's like, don't talk to me, I don't know you. If I don't know you, don't talk to me. Do you understand? So it was very difficult for me, you know what I'm saying? It was very difficult for me. So guys, I just want to go do my eyebrows quickly and then I will be back. And she's done. But anyway, as I was saying to you guys, so I had to come to the realization that having imposter syndrome in this industry is not going to help you. Because I know a lot of the time, as per any industry, to be quite honest, anybody going into any new space, you have imposter syndrome. You need to be okay with getting out of your shell in order for you to move up the ladder. You have to, because it's really all about who you know. It really is about who you know, guys. I promise you. I wish I was being dramatic. So as I was saying anyway, so then I went through my first event and I had to realize I have to get out of the imposter syndrome. Otherwise, I'm just not going to make it far. I'm just not going to do what I want to do. And I need to stop telling myself that I'm the youngest in the room and this. Oh, guys, I'm sorry. I forgot to show you guys my foundation. So I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade 348, as well as the Revlon Full Color Stay foundation in the shade Caramel. So I was like, you know what? The fact that I am the youngest in the room should be even more reason for me to want to, you know, break even more boundaries. The fact that I'm the youngest in the room should be even more reason for me to, you know, want to prove a point, to prove to them that, you know, you guys didn't invite me here in vain. You know, thank you for inviting me, and this is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna socialize. So cool. Then I realized, okay, cool, imposter syndrome doesn't help, and that's when I started connecting with people. That's when I started, you know, speaking to people, giving to events, not being scared of the fact that, oh my god, this person has a certain amount of million followers or 100,000 of followers or thousands of followers. You know, all of that doesn't matter because I'm here now. God has given me this opportunity, and regardless of what I think, I cannot let my fear deny me the access to my dreams, basically. And it's the same with the acting industry, if I'm being quite honest, especially because I haven't had my what would be called a breakthrough. I haven't had my breakthrough in the acting industry. I haven't had my breakthrough as of yet, and I realized that regardless of whether or not I've had my breakthrough or not, I am an actress and I have to sell myself as that, you know. So when I get invited to premieres of movies or premieres of theater productions, or when I get called to auditions, that's every moment that you have in the industry where you're in a room full of people that walked before you is an opportunity. It really is an opportunity. Now, this is when I realized that friendships in the industry are fickle. Yo, guys, I am still realizing it now as life progresses, that friendships in the industry are so fickle. So cool. So I started making a lot of friends in the industry. I started making connections in the industry, started getting to know a lot of people. But then I also started to realize that there's a difference between friendships for convenience and actual friendships. And in this industry, you will come a lot across friendships that are just meant to be for convenience. So that's when I had to start growing thick skin. That's when I had to start growing thick skin and saying, you know what, now you're young and everything, but don't be dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be overly naive. You can tell that these people, you know what friendship is meant to be like. Regardless of your age, any person of any age knows what friendship is meant to be like. It's meant to be reciprocated. It's meant to be comfortable. It's meant to be welcoming, you know? Started making some friends, lost some friends, realized that some people aren't actually my friends. We're just actually more social acquaintances more than anything. But it doesn't mean I care for you any less. It just means that you and I actually don't have much to relate on. We don't have much to speak about other than our jobs. So that's when I realized that a lot of the time people also use you or form friendships with you all in the name of stepping up on the ladder. Guys, people actually use you as a stepping stone. Do you understand? A lot of people use the word friendship in this industry as a way to use you as a stepping stone, and they use the word friendship as a way to get access to you so that they have access to other things, so that they are also able to grow their brands. And you know what, this is a dog eats dog world. Honestly, I can't be mad at anyone that does that, but if you're doing it in a disrespectful if you're doing it in a disrespectful manner, that's when you and I are gonna we're gonna fight, because enjoy la gabi, you know what I'm saying? So my second year in the industry, cool, my first year goes by, I'm barely ever at school, to be quite honest. I'm in matric, I'm trying to balance matric, and I'm trying to balance all of this stuff. A lot of people already at that time think I'm like 23. That time I'm like, if you knew that I still have to write finals, if you knew that I still have to write finals, you would actually gag. So cool, that's the situation. Before I carry on, I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal Concealer, Warm Honey, and I'm going to combine it with my 4-in-1, which is the one that I use to shape my brows. I'm going to combine these two for my highlighting, just because this one is too close to my foundation, but this one is just it's just way too light, so I combine them. I'm a mixist, I'm a mixologist, I'm a mixer of all great things. What I like. Second year came. Now it's my first year of varsity, obviously. It's my first year of varsity, and I'm realizing now, okay, I'm actually going to have to start socializing with people, and I'm actually going to have to start forming friendships, because why? Now I'm moving to a different city. So I'm moving from Pretoria to Johannesburg. Do you understand? I'm moving to the city of gold, the city that swallows people. And wait, Josie, it'll tlafuna ya gontsha flavor. But anyway, so cool. Now I'm like, damn, I have to actually start forming friendships with people. I have to actually start making friends now, because some of my friends stayed in Pretoria, some of them did come to Joburg, but hey man, this is the year to make new friends anyway. So now I'm having imposter syndrome in terms of varsity, which was very weird for me. I don't know why I felt imposter syndrome when I got to first year, but I just felt like people already have preconceived ideas of who I am and what I should be like, and you know what my life should be like, and etc, that I was just like, damn, I don't know how I'm gonna go about making friends now. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna go about making friends. And luckily for me, I made friends in the most interesting and the most natural way ever. Literally, my friends and I were chilling at orientation the one day, and we decided we're actually bored. Not even the one day, the first day of orientation, we were chilling in the lecture room. Then we decided we were bored, and literally it was just a bunch of girls sitting in one row together, and we just told each other, let's go drink. And then we left, all of us, we just stood up and we left and we went to go drink. And that's how I made my friends in first year. And I've stuck with, well, very little of them, because you know, group friendships don't last in varsity, but I've stuck with them since then. So cool, now I am in varsity, I'm in Joburg, I'm in the city of gold, and I'm realizing when I start going out that damn, people actually do know me. Like, my brand is actually, it's actually growing, it's actually vast enough. That's when I realized the privileges of popularity, for lack of a better word, the privileges of popularity in Johannesburg. Woo! Guys, that's when I realized it's a big thing. It's actually a really big thing, because I would go to I'd go to Groove and I'd chill with people, and some people would just like, we'd greet each other like normal, you know, and I'd get to a section or whatever the situation might be, because I know somebody via social media or something, so I'd get in, they'd be like, nah, come to the section, cool, happiness. Get to the section, and obviously you know how girlies are, sometimes girls are weird to each other, so then these girls would look at me weird, whatever, and then there would be someone that would either call me by name or state that I'm like a YouTuber or something, and then the energy changes, the energy shifts, guys. Yo, popularity in Joburg is a drug. It's a drug. Clout is a drug in this place, I swear to God. And I think it's like this in every place, to be quite honest, not just Joburg. I'm going into spaces where it's really about who you are. like where you sit, who you chill with, and all of that stuff. It's about who you are, it's about who you know, and that's honestly what it is. It's really not even like people are genuinely trying to get to know you. No, it's really just about who are you, what can you do for me, okay, cool, grand, come in my circle. That's really what this industry is about, and I had to realize that quick, fast, in a hurry. And then that's when I'm also realizing, actually. People don't actually have money in this industry. People do not actually have money in this industry. There's a lot of facades. There's a lot of masks in this room. There's a lot of masks in this room, you know? So, and the thing is, like, for me, I was like, you know what, it's none of my business, because I cannot look at it, you know, how you make your money, whether or not you fake it till you make it, that's not my business. But also, I think I go into the industry thinking, and a lot of the time when you're looking from the outside perspective, you think people have it all. You think people who are in the public eye have it all. And you know, like, life is great for them and they're rich, and you know, life is just flawless and greatness, until you actually go into it and you realize that is false, your honor. It is not true, your honor. It is false, it is false, it is false. I just want to blend this makeup quickly and then we'll get back to the chit chat. Okay, all right, now that we're all blended up and I look crazy and I look literally 78 shades lighter than I am, I can carry on. I'm using the Black Opal foundation stick in the shade, I don't know what shade this is, child. Okay, it's very, I bought it a while ago, so I don't know what shade this is, but it's probably one of the darkest shades. Like, I think it's the second darkest shade, if not the darkest shade. The translucent powder that I'm using is the yellow banana powder from is the translucent banana powder from Revolution. There's no branding on it, so there's no purpose in me doing this. I bought it a while ago, but it's the banana powder from Revolution. I'm going to put all the makeup products that I used down in the description box, just in case you guys didn't catch any of them. But yeah, man, so like at this point I'm realizing that, damn, Joburg is crazy, you know, the party culture is wild, you know, friendships are fickle, you know. And then I'm also realizing that dating is not going to be easy. It's not going to be an easy task. It's not going to be easy whatsoever, because in the same way that you have people who are trying to befriend you in the name of clout, I guess, in the same way that you have people who are trying to befriend you because they can get something out of befriending you, you have people who are throwing bones because of who you are. You literally have people who are throwing bones because of who you are. Like, yes, you're pretty, don't doubt my beauty, you know. I don't think that I'm only being shelled out because I'm I get it, I get it. But you also start realizing that, like, dating is very difficult, because you can't just be foolish with your heart, basically. You can't be foolish with your heart. You can't just open up to whoever, whenever. Do you understand? You can't just be going around doing things with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, because people have big mouths. So dating also becomes hard. Dating became hard for me just because, one, I was really young, so I actually didn't even have any... I won't lie, I had no business of it. I didn't want to get a boyfriend in first year. Let me be honest with you guys. I happened to, and then I got in a relationship and it was amazing, but I didn't want to. Like, that was never my goal, just because I was like, damn, I want to see what them boys looking like. I want to see how fine they be. I want to see all of it, baby, you know? So I didn't have any business. I didn't have any interest in being in a relationship. But then I also realized that it's very easy to see when somebody's actually with you because they're trying to get something out of it, and when somebody's with you because they actually like you as a person. And hey, let me tell you guys about this one time, mini story time. So the first time that I realized that, okay, damn, like, niggas can actually use you for clout. I mean, I knew it, but I never experienced it, so I never thought of it that deeply, you know? When I first got to Joburg, I was speaking to this broer. So now, how I realized that, something is, what's Benny, what's cooking oil? What's bending after bent cookies? Something's not right. Something ain't right. When my spirit said, this ain't it, baby, you better leave. Every time we had to hang out, so we went on a date once, cool, it was nice. Then we continued speaking, whatever. Really liked his vibe, really messed with him. I was like, nah, you're a nice brood. I wasn't in the space to be in a relationship, so I didn't really take him seriously like that. If I'm being honest, Shangwana, I didn't take him seriously like that. But like, I was like, nah, you're a nice brood. Like, you're a nice guy and you're attractive, and you know, there's so many nice things about you, so why not, you know? So next thing, guys, after setting my powder, as you guys saw, I don't bake. I literally set it in with the sponge. That's just because I just found that works better for me, and it gives me less chances of flashbacks. So next thing I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna go in with a orangish brown powder. I don't use pink powder anymore, just because I realized that I like how the orangish brown powder looks on my skin tone. I just feel like it looks better and it looks nicer. But because my powder is finished, I use my eyeshadow palette. I use my eyeshadow palette also because I really like the pigmentation of the orange in this eyeshadow palette, and I've been struggling to find a new powder with the same pigmentation. So yeah, but yeah, so now I'm talking to this brood, me and this brood talking, and I was like, every time like we go out and stuff, he constantly wants to let people know that we're together, right? And then the one time he asked me some weird question like, why don't you post me? Guys, mind you, I literally have only been on 2 dates with this guy. 2 dates. And then I knew it was time to abort mission when he said, I think it would be really cool if we created a couples channel. And then my brother said, even if we aren't a real couple, but think about how much money we'd make. I said, excuse, come again? I don't even know you. I don't even know this man. I've been on what, 2 dates with you, and you're already talking couple channels. Miss me. Absolutely mark me absent, ma'am. I am not present. No teacher thing, mark me absent. Before I carry on, let me line my eyes. I'm going to be using the super fine eyeliner pen from Essence. Alright, now that I've put my liner on, I'm gonna just put on some highlights and then setting spray and then mascara and then lashes. Y'all see how quick my face beat is? It's very straight to the point. It's very simple. This is literally the face beat that I do every day. Maybe one of these days I'll do a get ready with me where I'm actually doing a proper beat, where I'm beat for the guts. You guys let me know in the comment section if you guys want to see all of that. Let me put on some highlight, child. Fling fling. What a confidence booster. I'm going to be going in with my Essence setting spray. Yeah, I realize that there's fickle friendships, there's good friendships. I realize that there's a lot of facades in the industry. I realized that people actually really do use you as a stepping stone to get to wherever they're trying to go, and so many other different things, guys. And in all honesty, man, I wouldn't change my experience for the world. I wouldn't change my experience for the world. The lashes that I'm wearing I got from China Mall, guys. I got my lashes from China Mall. Nice and affordable. Nice and affordable. And then I'm going to be using the best lash glue. I'm so sorry it looks so raggedy because it has glue around it, but the best lash glue ever in the game. And you can get this glue from Clicks. This is literally the best lash glue in the world. Sometimes I do wish that I had my somewhat breakthrough in a later stage of my life, just because I feel like there's so much pressure I've placed myself under at a very young age to have to keep up with people who've had many years ahead of me, and to have to keep up with a standard that people have placed on me, and you know, and all of that good stuff, all that jazz, man. And sometimes I really do wish, like, damn, I don't know, man, I wish I could have seen what it would have been like to have had this at a later stage and have had these years just to myself, and you know, all of that good stuff. But at the same time, these are the blessings that God has given me, and I don't think God would have sent anything in my way that I would have never been able to handle. And obviously God let it happen in the way that it did, at the pace that it did, and all of that good stuff, because that was my time. But yeah, guys, man, that's been my personal experience. And like I was saying, man, I'm really grateful for all of it, if I'm being very honest. I was blabbing. I know that I was blabbing and speaking about a whole lot of different things, but like, I'm just really grateful that at such a young age I'm able to have so much exposure, and I'm in a privileged enough position to have seen so many things and to have so much knowledge on so many things, and I'm in a privileged enough position to be able to share this with people, you know. And like, in all honesty, I didn't really like come here to speak about this because, yeah, I just feel like I want to tell you guys about my experience. It was really just because I was like, you know what, actually I've never really spoken about like how this whole thing has been for me, and I just felt like I needed to tell somebody. So y'all are my therapist, so thank you. That is all from me. Okay, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed hearing me blab on, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. Make sure that you share, get your families to subscribe, get it all there, because we're on the road to 100k. And last but not the least, subscribe to my channel for more craziness. Bye guys.